hair tutorial. Even though you want to know how to do this braid, you can check out the tutorial right here. I also put the link in the information box. What I wanted to talk to you about today is my weight loss. Following my weight gain, of course, because last year I've been a very bad girl. I don't know if you can believe me or not, but I gained 10 kilos. Almost 10 kilos, like 9.6, something like that. I never saw a number that high on my scale ever since I was born. So when I saw it, I couldn't believe my eyes. And I think there's this thing about my body that when I gain weight, the fat gets distributed rather evenly around my body, so I cannot really tell how much weight I gained just by looking in the mirror. And yes, I didn't really realize how much weight I gained until the Christmas season came, and I decided to go through my dresses, pick a nice dress for my Christmas, New Year celebration, and then I realized I cannot fit in any of my fancy dresses. The zipper just wouldn't close. I was shocked. That's when I realized, okay, Lilith, time to focus, time to, retrieve your original body, because what I saw on the scale was 66.6. This number has totally shocked me. Most of my life I was like 56, 57, 58 maximum. This time it was 66.6. So I decided to lose weight, I decided to do it quickly, and you can congratulate me because it's been 6 weeks and I already lost 8 kilos.
By the time I'm editing this video, I lost another kilo and 20 pounds in total.
So basically I'm super happy about it, and I started my weight loss program from a 3-day juice fast. I'm going to talk to you about it in one of my future videos, basically in the second part of this video, for those of you who are interested, because I believe that orange juice fasting is a great way to start any weight loss program. But then of course, it's not for everyone. I'm sure you can lose weight if you want to lose weight even without this step, but for me, it is essential. I like to do it for 2 main reasons. The second one, the less important, is that I like to see that number dropping on the scale. And indeed, after 3 days of my orange juice fasting, I lost 2.5 kilos. That was awesome. So my self-esteem grows up, I'm getting motivated to continue with my weight loss program. Even though I know that that weight I lost isn't real fat loss, it's mainly water loss. But anyway, as long as it's a loss, I take it. And the number one reason why I do my fasting is to cleanse my body. And when I cleanse it, I basically reset it. What do I mean by resetting it? Here I have to tell you, basically I have to confess, I'm a food addict. After 1 year of eating anything I could, why? Just because I could, I was just enjoying it, I realized I cannot go on like that. But it's again my brain who tells me that my body doesn't want to accept that idea. My body sends me signals, eat pizza, burger, cheesecake, apple cake, macaroon, anything you please. So when my body is in that super greedy, eat it all mode, I just cannot start a diet. I just cannot. I'm sure some people can, but I just cannot. I keep on thinking about food, I keep on craving food, and I just can't eat small portions, and I can't eat healthy food. So what I prefer to do, I prefer to go through this resetting process and to fast, because as a result of such a fast, my food cravings are almost totally eliminated. They drop to some supportable, very healthy, very medium levels, and I can go on with my diet. And as a proof, I can tell you that I lost 8 kilos in 6 weeks. Today I'd like to talk to you about my experience in general. Perhaps if something of what I'll be mentioning will be of interest to you, something I'd like to learn in more detail, please let me know in the comments just below this video.
Today I'll tell you what diet I was following, what was my physical activity, and my menu. I'll talk to you about benefits of detoxing your body with organic Fit Tea, and finally share with you my secrets of success.
I know there's so many things I mentioned in this video, so if there's something particular that's of interest to you, I invite you to go to my blog lilithmoon.com, where I listed everything very systematically. I think it's very good to, recap everything I said in a quick visual way. So first things first, what diet I was following? To tell you the truth, it was just common sense diet. Because here I just know one basic scientific fact about weight loss. To gain or to lose 1 pound or half a kilo, you need to consume 3,500 calories less than you burn. So I basically count my calories to be sure that I'm creating this deficit in my calories. And I keep on burning the fat that I don't like in my body. You can do your own research online and find how many calories do you burn on a regular day. I found out that I burn 1,800 calories every day. So what I try to do is I try to eat much less than I burn. And here of course I have to write down everything I eat, I have to stick to low calorie foods, I have to make sure I exercise a little bit. Here I have to admit I don't go to gym. There is no nice gym in the area where I live and I cannot go to just any gym. I have to go to a nice gym. So what I do, I go for long walks or I cycle. But my relationship with sport is a bit strange. I used to do a lot of sport. I used to be a semi-professional dancer, but it never contributed into me losing weight in terms of measurements. I always had quite a lot of muscles, and once I was measuring myself before and after 2 months of very intensive workout in the gym, it turned out that I only lost 1 kilo of fat and gained 1 kilo of muscle. In terms of measurements, nothing changed. I was very disappointed. So basically, I rely on my diet much more than I rely on my exercise. But everyone's different, everyone works differently. Generally, scientists say that you should exercise as often as you can. So, of course, I recommend you to do that as well. But as far as my weight loss plan is concerned, I was mainly relying on eating much less than I burn every day. And if I had to verify that thesis, that 3,500 calories burned correspond to 1 pound fat lost, I think that's correct. I think in my case it's very correct. Then you're probably wondering what to actually eat on this diet. I have to tell you that I have to make a compromise with myself, because I could have been eating much more than I am eating if I would be eating super healthy foods. Like for example, boiled chicken breast or steamed broccoli and cauliflower or cucumbers. But it just happens that I don't like neither of these foods. And I cannot stay on a diet for very long if I'm not enjoying what I eat. Here, of course, I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm not hoping to just, enjoy the foods I eat to the fullest, but I still have to enjoy it at least a little bit. I cannot eat something I hate, and boiled or steamed chicken breast is unthinkable. For me, it's unthinkable. Also, vegetables which are steamed without any spices, without any salt on them. Like for example, a friend of mine lost 24 kilos in 1 year, but he totally stopped using salt. And salt creates a lot of water retention, so if you're able to stop adding salt to your foods and consuming foods that are naturally low in salt, you will lose a lot of water weight very quickly. So I have to compromise myself. I had to find foods which are low in calories, high in nutrients, because I don't want to cause any harm to my body by staying on a low calorie diet and constantly burning fat. I also in a way deprive myself of certain amount of nutrients that I would be getting otherwise if I would be eating my full daily portion without creating the deficit in calories. So I choose foods very dense in nutrients. They're also called superfoods in some literature. If you want to get an idea of what these foods are, I can list you some of them. So the core of my diet are lentils. There are 3 types of lentils and I like them anyhow. Avocado, it's not quite low in calories, but if you just eat half of it or even the entire avocado mixed with a lot of tomatoes, you get such a delicious food and you can still afford that amount of calories in one day. I snack on apples, tomatoes, clementines, papaya and vegetable soups. There are so many lovely vegetable soups that you can buy already made. I hope to learn to make them myself because it would be a healthier option. But vegetable soups are so low in calories and so tasty. I also like to eat trout or salmon. I love cottage cheese. I often mix it with tomato and oregano. It tastes just awesome, especially the Polish one. I love fromage blanc. It's basically French equivalent of a low-fat yogurt and high-protein one. It's slightly similar to the Greek yogurt, but somehow in France it tastes much better than the same Greek yogurt. I quite like to mix this fromage blanc with the goji berries, dried goji berries, and I also add cinnamon to it. Then it tastes almost like a dessert. You can actually create quite a few dessert-like foods, playing around with this white unsweetened yogurt, cinnamon, and any sort of fruits. They say banana isn't recommended, but again, you just count your calories and you see how much you can afford per day. And my favorite start of the day is freshly squeezed juice. It's basically half a glass of carrot juice mixed with half a glass of apple juice and 1 inch or maybe slightly less of ginger. This one is just so delicious. So these are my core foods. I cycle around them. Recently I also tried to find out more recipes. I learned how to do pancakes made of broccoli, cauliflower. I like to bake peppers and aubergines, several recipes around them. And basically, if you'd like me to make another video where I show how I cook my favorite foods, all of them are delicious as for my taste, let me know in the comments down below and I can prepare such a video for you. So if I had to call my diet something, as I said before, I would call it common sense diet. And if I would have to name my strategy, I would name it detox and reset. Because as I said, the moment I decide I need to lose weight, after eating unhealthy for a very long time, I'm just physically unable to reset myself like that. So I start from my orange juice fasting. I'll talk about it in one of my future videos. And I keep on detoxing my body after it, drinking very interesting healthy tea. Basically, the tea I'm drinking is called Fit Tea and it's amazing. It's a healthy tea, and if you tried healthy teas, I tried quite a few in the past, you might know that usually they taste terrible. Like they smell terrible, they taste terrible. But this one, honestly, it tastes like a perfume, but in a good way. You know, you wouldn't like to drink your perfume, but it just makes me want to smell it. And it's just so relaxing. I could just sit here and smell this tea and just enjoy the flavor. I drink it without using any sugar because, you know, I'm trying not to drink any sweet tea while I'm trying to detox myself. So what I usually do, if you have this problem, if you also cannot drink your tea or healthy tea when it's hot, I like to let it cool down, because when it's like room temperature, it's so much easier to drink it without sugar. So what's so special about this Fit Tea? We're going to look at the ingredients. I'm going to list some of them just here. And if we research these ingredients, they're actually all organic herbs. We'll see that they're all renowned for their exceptional health benefits. They basically promote fat burning and therefore weight loss. They also soothe and cleanse our digestive system and of course detoxify our body therefore. Altogether they help you boost your immune system and increase your energy levels. And as far as energy levels are concerned, when you're on a very low calorie diet like myself, it's very important to keep your energy levels up. So this Fit Tea, I drink 1 bag of a tea per day and I'm feeling great. I think I'm totally enjoying my weight loss plan. I expected it will be much more difficult, so I can't believe how easy it was actually. I think there's several reasons to that, and this fit tea is definitely one of them. It's also a great solution for those of you who do not want to fast, to cleanse your system, because all these organic herbs are just perfect for that purpose. If you'd like to get this tea, it's actually available online on www.fittea.com, and it's shipped worldwide. And if you were to ask me what's the secret to success, even though I didn't achieve my weight goal yet, I think I still have like 3 kilos to lose, but I'm quite confident I'll get there. I would answer you that it's your faith. I would say that the key to success in weight loss is your attitude. Well, once you know about calorie counting, once you write down all the calories you eat and you burn, you can decide how much weight you want to lose per week, how much fat you want to lose per week, and then you can just stick to your weight loss plan. I personally decided to set up my calories quite low because I wanted to lose that weight quickly, and I was confident I can do that, so I did it. But what doctors recommend is to stick to around 1,200 calories per day. So I'd say that if you're just trying to lose weight, if it's your first time, then try to stick to 1,200. You should feel quite comfortable on this kind of a calorie restriction. And then you have to believe that you can do it, because there will be moments, the most frustrating moments of the entire diet are those when you don't see anything changing. Like, I measure myself every day, I weigh myself every day, and there are days when I don't see any progress. Furthermore, there are weeks when I don't see any progress. And here you might get very desperate. Like, seriously, most people start eating when they notice they cannot lose weight. Well, unfortunately, our body doesn't like to change shape. If you want, I can talk to you in more detail about this problem in one of my other videos, because there's something about our body that it resists for some time to weight loss, but then finally it gives up and we find our body much slimmer and much lighter. So here you just need to know that for as long as you stay on your diet, count your calories, eventually you will see the numbers anyway. This is guaranteed, because even though I had this period for 18 days, I wasn't seeing any changes. I mean, it was like one day plus 200 grams, another day minus 300, another plus 1, another minus 1. So basically no progress whatsoever. Sometimes I could even see the greater number. But you have to trust me and trust your body that, in a matter of fact, you are losing fat. It's just that your body is masking it with water. There is something going on in the level of water retention that masks all your progress. So even though you cannot see any number changing on your scale, even if your measuring tape isn't showing any progress, you're getting there. Just be patient. Another challenge can be your family, your friends, everyone around you will be tempting you with unhealthy foods. So you really have to work with them on that before you start your diet. You have to tell them that it's very important for you, that they don't offer you pizza like my boyfriend. He knows I'm fasting. Sometimes I have days when I do my water fasting. Usually I like to have one once per week. And he might be walking around me, do you want a piece of pizza? You know, bringing a smelly pizza in front of my nose. No, this is plain torture. So you have to tell your relatives not to do that. Because it might be too difficult if they do it. I was kind of lucky to start my weight loss plan when my boyfriend went on a business trip. So the hardest part of it I spent when I was all alone, and then I didn't have any sort of temptations. My fridge was full of healthy snacks. I didn't have anyone tempting me to eat unhealthy food. I actually wasn't even meeting my friends because I was busy with work, so no one was tempting me to eat anything unhealthy, and this way my weight loss went rather smoothly. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please post them just below this video. If you'd like to share your own weight loss success story, or you have any advice for everyone who's trying to lose weight, I'd love to read your comments as well. I thank you very much for watching, and I see you in my next video. Bye!